Run me my intro. Hold on, give me that. Hey, yeah, no, I can't stand you. I might be all wrong, but my heart, you a bad man. Hey, yeah, it's like pain I'm attached to. I'm sick with no cure. This chapter left big wounds. Hey, 12, 12, 12 on my neck. Yeah, what's good with it, kid? Yeah, you want my love like a jacket. I never knew a girl like you existed. You hear what I'm saying? Anyway, got the best soundboard ever. Anyway, look. That's all I got. Whoop-de-doo. Fuck it. God. We made it 43 seconds without cussing this time. Man. I don't know how the last 3 videos got monetized, but it's crazy. But I made it 43 seconds without cussing. This is insane. Look, today, y'all gonna like this one. The title, I don't know what I made the title. I probably made the title, My Thoughts on Abortion. Yeah, I was watching, listen, bro, I'm getting all this inspiration just from my day-to-day life. Like, I'm on the internet chilling or sitting down, or I went to a funeral today. But I'm outside just doing shit, and that's another cuss word. I'm outside, I'm doing stuff, and I'm realizing, like, I'm just hearing people talk about stuff. I'm seeing certain stuff go viral, and I'm like, okay, instead of commenting that, let's talk about that. Found out people don't like me today. Insane. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I know they say everybody don't like you, but I did think that, so many people finding use from the things that I say and the practices that I done gave them definitely might have obscured my vision a little and was like, you know, like, okay, I know what I'm saying is true because I'm looking at it. Like, I know what I'm saying is true as far as the colors you think you looking at. Like, yeah, I see that. I can't prove it to you, but let me show you something. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I found out people think I'm crazy. I found out there's people out there that think I'm fucking mad or, like a maniac. And also, like, wrong about everything. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about abortion, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna show you how both sides of this situation really do not understand. Like, yet again, they are missing the same thing because there's 2 things happening when you hear people talk about abortion and why it's wrong or why it's right. I took notes, like important fucking shit. Listen, okay, so look, the truth about abortion. Key points. Is it murder? When does life start? Another point, watch this. One side is arguing the standard of which we determine is something alive based on the fact that there are exceptions to the rules. Like if you say, well, we're determining life by brain activity. Well, the fetus has a or we're determining life by this a potentiality or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can, they're usually the side that's like against abortion is questioning, like, well, how can that say that the thing isn't alive when there's this example? And let me watch this. Let me explain it to you. I'm not tackling this from a left or right standpoint, mind you. I'm just using my vision, and I'm like, hey, we operating from the intelligence. Somebody told me earlier yesterday, was like, if you're gonna convince me, you're gonna need academia. I'm like, well, I hate to tell you, if I need that, then you cook, because it doesn't. The current paradigm of academia and intelligence in our society is based off of memory. If I read everything in one of them books right there, and they can recite that shit verbatim and never tell nobody I read it in a book, bro, I would literally be deemed as one of the most intelligent people if I could just memorize books. But it doesn't mean you know anything about life. Like, what's that? That's a tree. What's that? It's numbers. Like, what's a number? You feel me? Like, nobody can go past ideas. Like, and there's no way to quantify beyond ideas. That's just why people like a science will tell you, like, well, if it ain't quantifiable, we don't need to worry about it. What the fuck you mean don't worry about it? Like, there's really things happening out here. Like, what are we talking about? But yet again, science is not in search of truth. It's in, that it's not really about truth, because if the truth will tear down the billion-dollar institution, that's probably not gonna be. No, we're not gonna put 100 million into that. We might waste it. Shit, a lot of people died doing nuclear tests, during like tests with radioactive material. We put millions of dollars into it. People died. Money gets wasted. That's what it means to do science. That's what it means to be in search of truth. You have to. It's not about what it's gonna cost, because the cost is the cost is worth it. You feel me? Like, yeah, I might die and I might not discover nothing, but one little thing I did, something I did. Out of all my life's work may be meaningless, but one little thing I did, another scientist after I die might pick that up. And yes, that's literally how it goes. So we might invest $100 million into something that might turn out to be nothing. And people will die. We didn't know radiation. We didn't understand nuclear physics and stuff like that and how that was going to be beneficial to the world. We just knew there's something here. Let's look and see what it is. It might kill us. It might cost us money. Hey, who knows? But we just so happen that we figure out new things and, oh, we can use this. Oh, we can't really do nothing with this. Like, but that's the point. That's the exploration. But most people don't go beyond ideas because they stay in the little circle jerk of, like, the current paradigm of human perception. The mass majority sees life a particular way and have come up with a system within that trap. It's like prisoners running an economy in prison. It's a flourishing economy, but it's still prison. You can go around it as much as you want. You can figure out and solve as much as you want, but you can never dig beyond the wall. Every time you approach the wall, you just miss it. It's always 0.000 something, never exact, because when you get to the exact, the answer becomes infinity. And oh, you can't see it. Hold on. The answer becomes infinity, and science cannot quantify infinity. So rather than figure out, well, if the answer does end up being infinity, if we are to try to explore beyond physicality, maybe we should invest in things that methods, practices, people talking, the people who have, maybe we should invest into that, and maybe it'll help us understand this. No, we're stuck in the paradigm of the material, so we don't even see that. Well, let's look at it from this side, and then let's do it backwards. Let's go from non-physical to physical and see how does this sync up that way. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. My point is that one side is basically arguing the fact that there are exceptions, meaning that if we say somebody's dead because there's no brain activity, where you can say, well, somebody in a coma, or what about this? Like, we just killing people like this, and they're not wrong. But I'm going to show you both sides is wrong and right. In this situation, the people that's against abortion are right in the sense that, well, these material parameters seem to not determine death because there's always an exception to the material parameter. And people will be like, well, the exceptions are rare. We can't pass policy based off of exceptions. You're right. But you're right too. We can't pass policies based off of exceptions. So what does this mean? This doesn't mean we just give up. This means that we see something's not right. Something's here that's being missed. Because they're right that there are exceptions, and what we determine a person to be dead is something's not right. Clearly, life has to be more than these set of circumstances because there keeps being the truth has no exceptions. The truth, there are no exceptions to truth. So if there's any exceptions, something's being missed. So the people that are against abortion is right. Like, maybe it is alive. Like what you're talking about. Like that is life. And other people are like, well, no, it's not sentient human life. But they're like, oh no, that thing's alive. Like, dang, but hold on, follow me. Hold on, don't trip yet. If you for abortion or against it, let me gather my notes. I'm telling you, just let me cook. So, but you're right. That is alive. That thing is alive. Now, go to the other one. Hold on. What did I write down? What the other side is? One side is arguing the standard of which we determine is something alive based on the fact that there are exceptions to those rules, even if they are rare. And that is that this technical shit matters. So don't be like, well, we can't. No, you goddamn right. Listen, we're gonna listen to both sides though. And the other side, next note. And the other side doesn't think that we should make policy based on those exceptions, but also may disagree when the other side thinks to the other side, the people who are against abortion thinks that life starts, or on an issue like special cases like sexual assault or health or something like that. They're like, okay, well, shit, I think life starts here, but we can't just get rid of abortion because what about this special situation? What about this special situation? And then we hit an impasse. Like, well, what do? Do we just say, forget the people that's going through these situations? Because you got some people that's like they're like against abortion and they just want some punishment. Shit, like, I'm going to use the kid as punishment. You just going to deal with the consequences of your actions. Like, I don't think, I'm talking to the people that had this abortion conversation in good faith. Huh? Alright, I'm almost done with this video. I'm talking to the people that's having the abortion conversation in good faith, meaning that they're actually listening and they're like, okay, I'm against abortion, I'm for abortion. Let me see what you got. The people that's just like, for consequences, like, no, you're gonna have the baby because you should have been fucking, like, come on, man, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Let's just punish everybody that touch themselves then, because well, you don't get to see it. But I know they're doing it. Yeah, let's not do that. Like, let's have a good faith discussion on that situation. But yeah, they'll disagree with issues because of the special. Like, okay, well, the problem isn't that you are against abortion. The problem is that you being against abortion takes away this person who may need that abortion for X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z. Now, both sides are right because that issue is important. Like those people, yes, we do care about the mother who somehow got a baby because of some situation, and there could be an argument for. Once again, we also do care about the people have bodies. They do have they have their body. They have an autonomy over themselves. So whether they're getting an abortion because of this or because of that, we do respect people's right to manage their system. We also respect the people who have been sexually assaulted, and you have pregnancies or women who are giving birth and their health complications because they can't get the birth or whatever. All that type of shit. All of that come with it. All of that matters as well. See how we just identify both the things that matter on both sides without all the jargon? Like, yeah, there's some. Hey, you're right. Like that might be a human life, but. But you see, that thing don't look like a human. It look like a damn, some shit in a plate. But you're right. That's an organism. That thing somehow, something's there. Something is there. It's not. If I go look at my mama, it's not my mama. It ain't me. But do I know it's me? What's me? Who am I? Which leads me to my next point. Who am I? Watch this. The next one is after that. But they may disagree to the other side. The people who are for abortion may disagree to the other side when the other side thinks that life start based on where the other side thinks that when does life start, and issues like special cases like sexual assault, health issues, and complications, and just personal freedom and autonomy over your body and to do whatever you do with it, whatever that type. Next after that, my addition, neither side notices that the key answer is when does life start. Answering that truthfully clears up the confusion and sheds a light. Hold on, answering that clears up the confusion and lights a clear path forward. That's the thing. Both sides don't realize that we have to come to we're approaching it from a material standpoint in both aspects. One side is saying, but this physical circumstance cannot equate to death. You can't say the thing isn't alive because of this circumstance, because there's exceptions to that, right? But then we'll turn around and say, well, you can't kill it because it's alive. What the fuck is alive? See how that's the big question? Now go to the other side. The other side will say, well, based off the rules that we wrote and shit like that, the thing isn't alive until this point. So it's not a sentient human. It's not a human. So you can kill it after this point, or you can get rid of it after this point. Once again, what is alive? What's a human? Who are you? Who am I? Are we physical things? Are we just a body, cells? Or are we ideas like man, woman, rich, poor, straight, ugly, pretty? Am I the ideas? Am I the physical stuff? Or is life something that exists on a level deeper than the physical thing? If so, what the fuck is life? The key question is, when does life start? Once you answer that, it clearly it shines a clear path forward to alleviate all the concerns of both sides and actually show us, okay, well, this would probably be the most efficient thing to do. Now, Does that mean that when we get to that point, people are gonna like it? Like, well, fuck that. Hell yeah, it doesn't mean that we gonna get there and people agree, but it definitely will shine a light forward. And watch this. I'm gonna say this is where I get into this where it happens at. Where does life begin? Life has no beginning or an end. Human being doesn't start. When two parents conceive, they make the body. They put this is cellular, this is just as cells coming together, which are also alive. Are you the cells? Or are you the cells when they get bigger? If you're not the sperm from your father and the egg from your mother, you can't be whatever they make together. That's just a body. When does the life come in? How do you know? What makes you think life comes in? Why do you think there's somewhere from life to go from to here? Notice how this perception of separation that I've been talking about in like the last 4 or 5 videos, go watch them. You notice how this idea of separation and division, this is so fucking fundamental. You never learned that. That was just default. From youngest you can remember, you just saw yourself as over here and shit over there. That's not the case. That default separation, remove that. Life is always God, spirit, universe, Allah. I'm not religious, nor am I an atheist. I want you to be religious if you are. If you're an atheist, stay that way. If you understand where I'm coming from, stay that way. However you is. Understanding the truth shines a light on how to do anything. So if you get this, whether you want to fix abortion or be a proper Christian or a proper Muslim, oh, you will fucking do it. And matter of fact, you'll know when you do it, because if a Christian actually becomes a real Christian, they will literally get shunned by the fucking church. Like, if Jesus came back right now, he would not be welcome. What the fuck? Like, people don't understand that. So I'm telling you, like, this when I remember, the truth has no exceptions. Somebody might misunderstand what I'm saying, but I can assure you, outside of this video, if we sat down and talked, they would be like, so what you mean? And I'm like, this? Oh, damn. Trust me, it's always, if you're really saying the truth, it's always just a misunderstanding. That means you just need to sit down with that person and explain it a little further, and then you'll be like, they'll either get to a point where they say, I get it, or like, okay, I get it, but I still don't like it, or whatever. But the point is that life has no beginning or an end. The life that is you is right there. It's right here. It's right here. So what's happening in your mother's womb is that when the cells come, the life that's in the cells is right here. It's the field in and of itself. If you could grab the material like this shit and just peel this shit open, it's what's right beneath this. It's just outside of you. Literally, right there. That's why no matter how deeply and close we investigate the material, you can keep going deeper. It's like, damn, no matter how much you shrink down, there's an infinite world of germs. There's worlds, there's an atomic world. There's trillions of things happening. That's what you mean a dimension. It's not a dimension. It's just that there's an infinite this right here. That's why it always comes back to a singularity. That's why the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. That's why when you feel that's why your life reflects you. Oh, men ain't shit. Every man she's come in contact with, the last 5 men have been terrible. Believe her. All women ain't shit. The last 5 women he came in contact with are fucking terrible. Doing good don't get you nothing. Every time he do good, he gets nothing. Doing bad is, you can do bad and win. Every time he do bad, he win. Everybody's truth is being validated in front of them. They're not lying. It's not that they're missing reality. No, fuck no. They're not understanding what reality is. Everybody's truth is valid because it's right in front of them, or they wouldn't be telling you. Everybody's operating in good faith, because operating in bad faith is impossible. You can never pretend to be nothing. The minute you're pretending, you're that. See, but you have to remove the idea of separation and limited shit. You have to tear that down. Separation, over here, over there, tomorrow, a moment, this moment, that moment, one or the other. No, there's no other number other than fucking one. Everything else is an idea. Just one. Matter of fact, not even one. Infinity. The infinite is the one. That's it. Everything else folds right into that. A black hole is essentially like an anomaly. It's literally infinity. A black hole is a physical manifestation of fucking infinity. On my mama. It's literally that. On everything. So yeah, that's like, nah, bro. That's why when some go in a black hole, it's crushed to infinity. Like the physical shit is literally atomized, and all your physical particles, they remain. The cells, the atoms, the gold, the iron that make up, all the elements that make your body up are broken down on the smallest level and shot the fuck out into space. And you know what's left there? The infinite. Life, motherfucker, you. It's the same thing. So because life has no beginning and no end, that means that life is right here. Life is everywhere. The only difference is that Chef has a body. God is within and without everything. Life is here and over there. Life is everywhere. All places, all times, inside and outside. Any physical thing that exists within the field of life. Chef exists within the field of life right now. But he doesn't have a body complex enough to allow for the full manifestation of what you call life. My cat, he has a body, but my cat's body is not complex enough it is complex, more complex than Chef. It only allows for a particular amount of expression of that infinite life. And to the degree of that body. So he can only, because his body is a cat body, it only operates on instinct, memory. He can only eat, sleep, shit, and reproduce. That's all my cats can do. That's it. He doesn't have a body complex enough to allow him to become aware of the fact that he can realize that he is everything right now, experiencing himself through the illusion of, oh, I'm existing in the world and the world's over there. He doesn't realize that, he doesn't see it, he can't see that. But if I was to turn my cat's body into a human body, now complex enough to allow the human being, that's why it is the crux of evolution as it relates to like life or whatever, like, physical, material, physical shit. The human body is just like every other object. It's just a pile of atoms and shit that then constantly responded to themselves, evolution, and evolved a certain way physically. And when the body became complex enough, just like shit, when it became complex enough, you get a monkey, and then it keep going, and you get a lion, and it keep going, and you just, it's all life, the same life, just expressing itself in a multitude of ways. But after so much time, you finally get a human body. This body is complex now enough for life, the infinite life, to fucking double back on itself and realize that, oh shit, I'm the only thing that exists, and everything is me. This is how God is everything, and everything is God. Like, this is why when I say you're God, I'm not saying that, oh, you're above God. It's impossible to be above anything. You cannot be above, beneath, or beside shit, because you're the only thing here. There's nothing else here. God is the only thing that exists. You are the only thing that exists. The challenge is realizing that, so then you realize, oh fuck, I never started or ended. I've always been. It wasn't until that I had this physical body that gave me the illusion of me being, that was the whole mission. The infinite, and in infinity, all possibilities exist and do not exist. So of course the possibility of the infinite wanting to experience more and reach further and experience itself in a way from one angle of from the perspective of being a limited thing or from a limited experience, of course that fucking exists. So then your body is created. It allows for the illusion of an individual experience, the Son of Man, if you're Christian, and it allows for you to, now you're brainwashed. So yes, you have to fucking work your way back home without even knowing. You have to create the game, teleport into the game, wipe your fucking memory about ever creating it, be in the dev, be in the fucking game itself. Like, I'm fucking not a program in a program. No, I am the fucking program. Like, completely brainwash yourself. Forget how you got here, who you is, where you at. And then now you're in a world where everybody telling you, this is you, you're a black man, you're a man, you're a woman, you're not that, you're this. And somehow, some fucking how, you have to not lose your mind. And you have to work your way back home. It's a game to fucking remember something you long forgot. Who are you? That's the thing. Then once you realize, they call that enlightenment or a spiritual awakening. Or even if you don't realize nothing, you realize it ain't this. Then those people, they start meditating or they become really religious, but they don't follow the religion the way everybody else do it. They look at Jesus a little differently. They're like, nah, something ain't right. It's something on the inside I need to be doing. You feel me? They don't even, all that physical shit, all that shit is like, yeah, I feel you, I hear you, believe this, believe that, but I know it's something I have to transform into something. I don't gotta go nowhere, wear nothing, eat nothing, fuck all that. There's something I should be transforming myself inside some way. That's what Christ wanted. That's what Buddha wanted. That's what, yeah. And now that when you understand this and get to this point and you realize, oh, life has no beginning or an end. It always was. It's always right there. It's always right here. The only thing that the life, your grandfather, your parents, friends, family that have passed on, they're right here. There's nowhere to fucking go. They're looking through your eyes at this very goddamn moment. The thing is, you haven't realized yourself enough to even understand that. So, of course, death means lack. It means to go away. Yeah, because you never knew them. You only knew the physicality. What you thought you knew is laying in that box right now. But that's why on the day of the funeral you break down, because you realize you never knew them, because now you think they gone. If they gone, you never knew them because they been here. They still fucking here. So it was always an illusion. It was a trick. It's like a death. It's like a trick the universe plays. Okay, you think you know them? Drop their body. When they drop their body, you don't know who the fuck. Where he at? Oh shit, I thought you knew him. He gone now, ain't it? Nope. Magic trick. Death is a fucking magic trick that only the conscious can see through. My point is that now that we looking at life as infinite, where does that put us with abortion? Well, when it comes to abortion, this would technically mean that, let's go back to the questions. What did I say? Is it murder? Depending on what we would define murder as. If we define murder as destroying the human body to where it can no longer allow for the full manifestation of life, and we understand life as being the infinite that is already here, shit, murder is killing an animal. Technically. We would have to redefine it, because murder would take, based off of the truth, if murder is basically us tearing a body up to where not killing an animal, but you get what I'm saying. It would be, yes, abortion would technically be murder, because that is a human, that is a human body, just in its early stages. The life is always there, has always been. Shit, that mean abortion would technically be murder from the very fucking minute. Man, from the minute the sperm and the egg come together, it's over with. Fuck with that. Once that sperm make it to that egg, if you fuck with it past that, technically it would be murder. But both sides would have to wake up to the truth of life being infinite and who they truly are, and then they would have to come together to create policy around it. It's like, well, damn, we can't make it murder if fuck. So they would have to agree, like, well, damn, okay, we gotta agree to disagree on this, so we'd have to rewrite this. We'd have to create policy based off this new profound truth. So would it be based off this in today's time? Technically, is it murder? Yes, it would technically be murder, and it would be murder from the moment the sperm hit the egg. When does life start? Life has no start. So that means that the only thing logically that we could do when it comes to abortion in order to protect as much human bodies is possible, because you can't protect human life, once again, because life is everything. Life is all. Life is infinite. So there is no protecting life. You can't protect life. You can't take it. You can only destroy a body, a human body, and make it incapable of allowing for the degree of expression of life that a human body allows for the infinite life. So if a human body can allow for infinite fucking fucking enlightenment, for life to express itself infinitely and realize itself as the infinite, then to break that body would technically be that would be, you know what I'm saying, considered fucking murder. But the only thing that we could do would have to be to protect as much life as possible by protecting as many bodies as possible, and also looking out for sexual assault victims and people who go through, who know the cases. We would literally not lean to one side or the other. It would never be. The only conscious thing to do would be to educate the society, make them more conscious, first and foremost. Because if you live in a society of people that understand this level of truth, yeah, you don't have motherfuckers going to get abortions willy-nilly. You don't have, in a society of conscious people who are meditating and who have realized this, fam, mental health and depression, all that shit's already going down. Mind you, this shit I'm saying is the needle that you pull, and it fucking undoes the whole problem. So this doesn't just fix abortion, this literally fixes everything. So I can't fix abortion without fixing everything. So it would literally be like, if the society began to know this and they started meditating and going within themselves, regardless of their religion or whatever, bro, you would literally, it would fix the ignorance in religion, it would fix the ignorance in fucking on all sides of all arguments. It would literally have, you worried about, like, for one, the policy would be, hey, okay, we'll allow abortion up to a certain point, and then past that point you literally can't do it. That would literally be the only conscious thing, to where you make it, you protect as many bodies as possible from people just doing the shit or abusing it or whatever, for the sake of how for our new profound understanding of life. So you protect as many bodies as possible, so you lean to one side without leaning too far to the other. You stay in the middle. And the middle would be, okay, let's allow abortions up to a certain point, so that way we can accommodate, because remember, everybody's ignorant. Neither side understands this shit I'm saying. The left ain't monks, and the right ain't fucking yogis or mystics. Both sides is ignorant. So that it would have to be somebody intelligent to place that in the middle, because we know you're gonna have people abusing it over here, and you know you're gonna have people hyper-religious just trying to impose certain shit over here, but both sides also make good points. So you would literally, the only thing you would have to do to be genuinely fair to everyone involved, while also understanding the truth of life, as in you, the truth of yourself, you would literally have to allow abortion. We would agree on a particular point and say, okay, look, how about this? Abortion past this point is illegal. So you get your time for your abortion for whatever reason, whether it's a health issue, sexual assault, whatever. You get you, and we get to lean into your religion and your beliefs, and also accommodate the fact that the way we determine death and something that's alive actually isn't, it actually isn't based off physical things. So we maybe should put some restrictions on it. But the fucking thing is that when your society begins to become more conscious, yeah, that's not going to be much of an issue. You're not going to have a bunch of people just having kids like they do. You're not going to have a lot of broken homes. You're not going to have fucking a bunch of mental health and depression problems. You're not going to have a bunch of people needing to get fucking abortions for no reason, because you're not going to have a bunch of people fucking for fun, because you're not going to have a lot of lustful people, because people are going to would have transcended their physicality to a degree, so they will be able to manage the system enough to where if the body is in distress, they can still be well. The body says, feed me burgers. They can say, nah, I'm chilling. The body can say, touch me. I want to bust a nut. And they can say, nah, I'm straight. See, that's the thing. When you create a conscious society, these questions and these problems we have today don't even fucking exist. Yeah, we could fix abortion now. That allows for us to stay ignorant as hell and put a band-aid in place. But see, I'm not interested in band-aids. The band-aid would be, yeah, just give them abortion regulation and give them abortion. So yeah, if we all remain ignorant, we need to lean to both sides a little. But if we become conscious, we don't even need this issue. We don't need to. All you need to do is fix the people, and all their ignorance unravels in front of them. You create a conscious society, fam. They not fucking at alarming rates. They not doing drugs at alarming rates. They not robbing. They not racist. They're not stealing and killing. Like everything we see today that we call a harm against fucking humanity is a consequence of human ignorance and humans not knowing themselves. Limited identity. Them not knowing themselves beyond the physicality and the ideas of man, woman, good, bad, up, down, left, right, tomorrow, yesterday, this moment, that moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these ideas of separation, division. They see themselves as just a bunch of fucking ideas. That's why if you put them in solitary confinement, wipe away all them ideas, motherfuckers lose themselves and off themselves because they don't know who they are. So when you strip away all the ideas, niggas go manic. You feel me? And then when the body gets stressed out, they might as well be stressed out because they don't know themselves past the body. So it becomes literal hell. Not knowing yourself causes you to not know how to manage the system, which causes you to then fucking not know how to manage the mind and energies and emotions, which causes you to then materialize and create a literal hellscape of a physical life, which then causes you, your ignorance then causes you to think that hellscape came from some other shit outside of yourself, which then causes you to start the cycle all the way the fuck over, and now you're literally like, that's what it means to be in hell, eternal suffering, eternal damnation, because when you die, you leave this body, get another one, do the same shit for another lifetime. Like you're literally but that's what's going on, but I can't prove none of this, and I'm not trying to prove none of this. I don't want you to believe me, I don't want you to trust me, I just want you to go meditate. Sit down for 10 minutes every day, like I said in the last video. Go watch the last video and do that practice. But sit down for 10 minutes every day, focus on your breathing, and just sit still. If your mind wanders and you start paying attention to your thoughts and to your mind, just bring it back to your breath and keep your concentration right here. You know what I'm saying? Just sit. Don't worry about shit. Your thoughts is just thoughts. They're not something. They don't become shit until you make them something. Your words are just words. They're not something until you make them something. You know what I'm saying? Doing good don't get you nothing until you say so. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. So a lot of people do good and don't get shit. That's because they say so. You know what I'm saying? If you just do your thing, shit go the way it need to go. Shit follows you. You're the indicator. That's why when you start thinking shit going wrong, it's going wrong. When you start thinking shit going right, it's going right. So yeah, that's how I feel about abortion. Essentially, like, the problem of abortion is the same problem as everything else. It's a human consciousness problem. It's a human intelligence problem. We don't know what the fuck life is. We don't even know we're life. We don't even know that. We don't know who we are beyond this physical shit. And until we answer those questions, those are deep philosophical questions. Those are fucking questions that could unravel religion, fix problems in science, make abortion make fucking sense, or it would make sense of the abortion for abortion or no, not for abortion argument. Like, that question of who the fuck are we? Everything is hinging on that, of all life. We don't understand it because we just ain't went that deep. But every fucking big issue we have in the world is hinging on the question of who the fuck are we and what am I? Who am I? What is this? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's like, far as abortion go. If we're not trying to have the big conversation and we need a band-aid, the only conscious band-aid we can do. If you know you can't tell one side, fuck you, shut the fuck up, and you can't tell another side, fuck you, shut the fuck up. If you know that doesn't work and it will never create no solution, then you must realize that either we become conscious and all the bullshit fall away on its own before our very eyes, or we stay ignorant, and the smartest thing we could do is literally give everybody a little of what they want. Okay, let's put limits on abortions up to this point. We can tighten it up a little. Not too much, because we still got to care about the sexual assault victims and the people having their autonomy over their body to do what they want to do. But not too much on that, because we still need to look out for the human bodies in the early stages, which will then probably become a fucking monk or something or whatever. Like, gotta look out for that. Gotta look out for everybody. We know that if the answer is not inclusion, if we do not, whoever we exclude will be a problem, and it will literally either bite you in the ass today or tomorrow, or bite the next generation in the ass. So if we do not want to become conscious, we work with each other and give a little to this side and give a little to this side. We get to protect the babies while also protecting these people. Like, we get to look out for everybody. But if you don't want to do that, then you either want chaos or you want us to become conscious and literally unravel it all, so everybody can fucking start to become, fucking abortion. I don't even want to fuck no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat less. I'm gonna eat less, fuck less, watch TV less. I'm gonna just start meditating more. Yeah. We either become a conscious society or we stay ignorant and we just make some more guardrails and band-aids and parameters because we too fucking dumb to operate with all max freedom. We need rails and shit. We need deterrents and shit. So we either create a civilization of people that's conscious enough and have enough clarity and profound vision to see for them fucking selves, to where everybody's not asking questions, where everybody kind of understands, like, okay, yeah, like, where the base level of human understanding is like what would be considered some fucking intelligent, wise stuff today, where that becomes the base level, or we just stay ignorant and put some more guardrails up. Even though the same guardrails you put up today will become the same fence that trap you in tomorrow, and you're gonna be dying to break it down. Yeah, so it's insane. Like cancel culture. Cancel culture was cool till it wasn't. It was cool till we realized, yeah, you can do all that. The death penalty cool till it ain't. So everything cool till it ain't when you're dealing with ignorant people coming up with solutions. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on abortion. You know what I'm saying? The world just need to become more conscious. Life is infinite. Life has no beginning or no end, and life has nothing to do with physicality. So it really wouldn't matter. Like, in a conscious society, we wouldn't be talking about abortion because it wouldn't be the literal fucking perception of the Okay, the literal perception of that society is so fucking enhanced that I could probably talk for 5 hours about what their world looks like. You know what I'm saying? But if we ain't doing that, then, you just put up some more blocks and let that last until it don't work no more, and then that's it. So yeah, but anyway, look, I'm out. I love y'all. And if it in that society, if they were having an abortion, like if they were dealing with like abortions, it wouldn't be a big thing. They would literally they would just have them. Like, if you want one, get it. If not, don't. Because they would understand that life, they would understand life to that level of simplicity. But see, even me saying that, most people won't get that. Most people hear that and be like, man, you fucking tripping. Like, but no, it's really like they would be on some very much, that shit wouldn't be the case. Like, but once again, you wouldn't really have a bunch of people looking to get abortions. It would literally probably only be special cases. And then the parents in that civilization are fucking amazing. Like, their ability to parent kids and create adults would be fucking, you get me? Like, it literally all unfolds. If you make the society more conscious, all that dumb shit falls away. We're only having a conversation about abortion because we're having it from a perspective of we need to protect somebody from somebody. And you only need to protect people from people when people ignorant as hell. Make the people see clearly, and you don't gotta save them from shit. They can see it all. But if you only got 3 of them that can see it, that don't mean nothing in 400 million. But if you got a couple million, like 100 million that can see it, it's like, oh yeah, this shit. Yeah, the conscious have rule over the unconscious, whether they know it or not. But anyway, man, I need to have this conversation with like an actual person. My point is, that's what I think about abortion. Like, so all of that shit that I said, essentially, it's only a byproduct of the question of what is life and who are we and where does life start. And the answer to that is life has no beginning or no end. Life is infinite. Like, and based off that, I think if you are for abortion or against abortion, if you look at it with that understanding that life has no beginning or no end, it would definitely send you down another rabbit. It would send both of y'all down a rabbit hole that y'all would probably end up meeting up on at some point if you invest. Just lean over there and investigate a little, and you'll notice that when you look at it from the perspective of life is beyond this, it'll probably take you off the question of are you for abortion or not for it, and it'll take you more to the space of, well, who the fuck am I first? What the fuck? I don't even know who I am. And then once you go down that, and then end up coming back to the topic of abortion, it'll literally it'll change. You'll see why it had to be the way it was on this video and why I had to say it the way I said it. But anyway, yeah, man, that's how I feel about it. Like, it's really, it's really like not a thing. Like it's really like not an issue, but it's like only an issue because we can't see and we're ignorant. And all of our issues today come from our consequences of our lack of vision and knowing of ourselves beyond physicality and ideas like man, woman, good, bad, up, down, left, right, black, white, all that type of shit. Like all of the shit you see is a byproduct of the consequence of us not knowing ourselves beyond that. If we knew ourselves beyond that, we wouldn't even be having these conversations about abortion or not abortion or racism. Like they would be not only easy fixes, but it wouldn't even look the same. The problem wouldn't even look the same. So yeah, man. Anyway, I love y'all. I'm out. I'm gonna go eat. I swear to God. Oh no! But look, peace. Let me see. Peace. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Whoop-de-doo. If you are you for abortion? Whoop-de-doo. You against it? Whoop-de-doo. Code 22 for life. Nigga, that been tatted on my wrist. You know what I'm saying? Run my outro. I love y'all. If y'all like these YouTube videos, let me know. They long as fuck, but I think we doing good. I love them. I'm not gonna lie. They're letting me monetize this shit. Watch the ads, even though I turn off the mid-rolls. Watch the ads. I'm out. Peace. I love y'all. Code 22 for life. The outro didn't work. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Give it to me.
Hey, yeah, no, I can't stand you. I might be all wrong, but for my heart, you were a bad move. Hey, yeah, it's like pain I'm attached to. I'm sick with no cure. This chapter left deep wounds. Hey, 12 on my back. Yeah, I know she won't be back, but I